Good evening. How's everybody doing?
Fine.
Good. Wow. This is my, I don't know, I think it's like the first time here. I've been here before, but it's like the first time we have all new kinds of people. And I'm so excited and I'm so honored to be here with you. Let me share my story a little bit. I'm the first Star Master in US, and I'm the first member of Royal Leaders Club from US. And I started this business 2010, May 2010. And before Atomy, I was just ordinary guy, below average income and trying to make ends meet. I was making $800 a week. Not that bad, I think. But I had to work more than 12 hours a day. But the trouble is, I have 4 children. At that time, right before I met Atomy, my youngest was not even 1 year old. Because I got my youngest one is born in 2009. In 2010, my youngest one is not even 1 year old. And then, as they grow up, they demand more. My income was not that bad if we just live together with me and my wife. If we just live together, maybe it's not that bad. But as we have more and more children, we need to make more money. But the trouble is, the income that I'm making from my regular job doesn't grow. It's just decreasing. But the demand is getting bigger and bigger. So I have to get a second job, trying to make more money so that I could sometimes I take my children to a dinner or a restaurant, and I have to get a third job. It wasn't easy to maintain the life. If I had more than 24 hours, I wish I had more than 24 hours, because I was willing to work harder, trying to bring more money to home. That was my situation. But May 2010, I met a lady. She's a total stranger from South Korea. And she's telling me that, hey, you can make money by selling these cosmetics. But, if you look at her, she doesn't look like a selling cosmetics. She doesn't look like a professional. She just looks like a country girl. You met her a couple months ago, right?
Yeah,
I think last month maybe. But she looked a lot better now. But back then, 6 years ago, she was like, just country girl. And she's telling me that you can make money by selling these cosmetics. I said, okay. But tell me how I can make money. And she couldn't even explain me how to make money out of this business. So how can I trust? But one thing convinced me was there's no joining fee, no monthly requirement, no annual fee. So I said, wow. It sounds like network marketing, but for the first time ever, I never heard of any network marketing doesn't have any joining fee, monthly requirement, no annual fee like that. So I said, wow, there's nothing I can lose, right? So I joined right away because I don't have to pay anything. And then she started bugging me to come to seminar. She was keep bugging me. You're gonna have to come to seminar. Now, how many people came here voluntarily? I don't know how many people came here by force, I don't know. But, she almost dragged me to the seminar. And thank God for that. Because the first seminar I attended, that seminar changed my life. Not just my life, many people's life, just because of me started Atomy business at the time. So I'm so thankful for that. The first seminar, the CEO was giving us like a 4-hour speech. 4 hours with one break. 4 hours. Can you imagine? So I'm gonna do a 4-hour speech from now on. I was curious about the compensation plan. How do I make money? Because money is the most important issue for me at the time. So I was curious because my sponsor, she couldn't explain me how to make money about the compensation plan. So I was listening to our CEO very carefully when he's going to talk about the compensation plan, but he finished his speech without saying anything about compensation plan. So after the seminar, he gave us a question time, so I raised my hand. I asked our CEO, how's the compensation plan? And he said, that's gonna be another 2 hours. So we don't have time, so ask your sponsor. My sponsor couldn't explain me that. But anyway, that was the episode. But because I was so curious, I was so interested in doing this business, I go home and read the website. And I research by myself and listening to somebody else is explaining about the compensation plan, and I got more excited. So I think almost 3 months I couldn't sleep. I was so excited. Finally, I could make some kind of living. It was really just simply hard because 4 children, the fixed income, and if you think about the future, maybe it's okay for now, but if you think about the future, the children's gonna grow up, they want to have their own phone, they want to have their own car, they want to go to college. How can I support? So that worries me a lot. And at that time, I lost a lot of hair. Like, not tornado, but I lost a lot of hair. But anyway, I lost a lot of hair because of the stress. Most guys or mothers, they get stressed because of the money, right? And because of the money, many people divorce. Many people fight. And many people commit suicide because of the money. Money is the problem. So today, starting from today, let's get rid of the money problem. Many people go to medical school to save lives, right? But Atomy can save a lot of people's life because we could get rid of their money problem. Like him, he's making over $80,000 a month. Do you think you could have a problem with that money?
No.
I don't think so. Not $80,000, $8,000 even. As a residual income is better, right? So let's study about the compensation plan. You're gonna have to click that. Yeah. Okay. Jung-Yen, she really explained good about the messaging. In Atomy, all seminars start with messaging and finish with a group of people of success of group people, right? So let's talk about messaging. Messaging is a combining word of mass and prestige. You could get the prestige quality with a public people price, regular price. So in other words, you could buy Mercedes S550 for Hyundai price. Would that be nice? Yes. So we're not business-driven business, which means we're not making any money out of your membership. Anybody paid any money to become an Atomy member? No one, right? Costco, BJ, Sam's Club, do they charge you some kind of money when you try to become a member? Yes. Do they make money out of your membership? Yes. Right? But Atomy doesn't make any money out of your membership. It's just simply free. And what we do is we simply make money out of your buying habit. Not from your pocket. All you have to do is switch the habit from going to the regular store to Atomy. So our income source is not your spending. Our income source is from those big guys' pocket. You used to spend your money so that you could making the big guys and richer, right? If you go to Costco, Sam's Club, or BJ, or any regular store, you're just making those people who are rich already and richer, not you. But let's keep that profit inside us, amongst ourselves. So we're not losing any profit inside our circle. We keep it inside. So that's our income source. To make it happen, we have to make it absolute quality, absolute price. Otherwise, you don't want to buy this product. Because if you know we could get the better value, like Jung said, she cannot get any better value with that price outside the Atomy. So that's why she's just keep buying the products from Atomy. That's the income drive for us. If you like it, you will buy over and over again without any obligation. Most network marketing, they know they are selling with a higher price. That's why they have to make you to buy a certain amount of money every single month. by making telling you, hey, you could be rich. You know, to be rich, you have to buy this, this, this. That's how they do the business. But Atomy, we don't have any obligation. So if you like it, you just keep buying it. And why Atomy? We like equal opportunity, right, in America. So we give you equal opportunity. As long as you are older than 18 years old, then you could start your own business. In the future, everything is changing so much faster. Think about it. 10 years ago, we didn't even know you could watch the YouTube while you're driving. You don't watch your YouTube while you're driving? Only me? Don't watch YouTube while you're driving. But still you could do it, right? 10 years ago it wasn't impossible. It wasn't possible. But 10 years later, you don't know how the world's gonna change. Uber and the Google, Amazon, it changed us a lot. 80% of doctors will lose their job. Those people who's attending medical school right now, 10 years later, by the time they become a doctor, they might don't have any place to practice. The CPA, pharmacists, they're the first one will go. And lawyers in New York, they hire a computer lawyer. It could replace at least 4 lawyers. One computer lawyer can replace at least 4 human lawyers. Think about it. And stock trader. Computers doing better stock trading. So in the future, if you don't have your own system, you'll be in trouble. So Atomy can give you a free system, but still, it's a powerful system for you. Not just for you. People who you love, you could introduce this opportunity for them. Okay? And there's no obligation. Used to be, when you have to explain like 30 minutes or 2 hours, it takes years to make them as your member because you have to explain why you have to $10, why you have to pay like $100 to become a member. But in Atomy, you don't have to explain anything. Hey, just write it down. What is this, Jason? Just write it down. Because it's free, you don't have to explain it. One day I was able to sign up 30 people or 40 people. I didn't explain, what is this? Just write it down. And then I explained the products later. Anyway, you don't have to buy anything unless you need it. In Atomy, you don't have to do that. And there's a lot of benefit that, all of this, I don't have enough time to explain all of this, but certainly you could go home, study about this, just like I studied at home. If you study by yourself, you could get a lot more than from the seminar. Only thing you have to do today is just feel your success. If you could feel your success, you will be successful. Because you have a heart, beating heart, so hard, so that you have to follow your heart. Study about this compensation plan, study about these products, and study about this company. Then you will follow your heart automatically. Okay? And we are going global. 2010 they opened US market, and Canada, and Japan, Taiwan, Singapore. This year we opened Cambodia. Last month we opened Philippines. Anybody from Philippines? Oh yeah, you're from Philippines. Oh yeah. Oh, we have so many Filipinos here, right? See, last month we opened Philippines. And soon, very soon, we'll be opening Malaysia. And next year we'll be opening Vietnam, Thailand, Mexico. Anybody habla español? No one? It's okay. But we'll be going to Latin America. Think about it. Whenever we open new country, you have a big opportunity. You could change your life almost right away. And that's Atomy. All of this, as long as they have faith, we could do business together. And in Atomy, you have to develop only 2 different groups, left group and right group. And just like the picture, you're not just limited in this area. You could just go wherever you could go, all right? Using text messaging or social media like that. So if you sign up those people in Philippines or Mexico or whatever country we are in, you could just sign them up and put them under you like that. We are growing one huge organization. The biggest difference between regular business and Atomy is this. You know, most of organizations look like a triangle. Some people are scared about the triangle because it looks like the pyramid scheme. But actually, everything is triangle. One boss, many employees. That's the most stable structure out there. But the trouble comes in when they share the benefit. They share like this. The people on the top takes most of the benefit, and the people on the bottom from the structure have to share a tiny bit of the benefit. So the sharing structure looks like this. It's sharp, pointy structure. That's the problem, not the structure itself. The problem comes in when they share the problem. You know, these days every single country is experiencing of that problem, right? The rich gets richer and poor gets poorer. That's the problem. But in Atomy, we create something called selling, like that. That's the selling. That's the selling. We simply put the selling like that, and whatever exceeding that selling comes down to the bottom like this by creating larger commission pool for the bottom people. And the top people cannot take more money than they're selling. So we are distributing this wealth to more people. It's solving the most capitalism countries' problem. So by doing this, the bottom people will have more money. So we'll evenly redistribute the wealth. So the sharing structure looks like a rectangle like this. If the company in regular network marketing company, if they become bigger and bigger, those people on the top, they will make more money. But in Atomy, if we grow bigger, the more people will make that much money, which is about like $50,000 a month. So instead of few people takes millions of dollars like that every month, we just share $50,000. Do you think you could be satisfied with the $50,000 every month?
Yes.
Yeah. Some people tell me, Jason, even $5,000, I'll be so happy. I ask you why. You know, if as soon as I make $5,000, I'll fire my boss. I'll keep my job. That's my dream. Anybody working for somebody else? Keep your job. You could do that to Atomy. In Atomy, we have two different income sources. Number one is general commissions. Number two is message bonus. Before we study more about this, we have to understand about the point value. Whenever you use your credit card, you get mileage, right? But whenever you buy products, you get point value. We have several different systems. For him or him, we have 4 different pricing. If you buy 1 box, $159. If you buy 2 boxes, or $234. If you buy 3 boxes, $294. If you buy 4 boxes, $352. So each box becomes cheaper and cheaper. But doesn't matter which option you buy, you get 100,000 PV like that. Okay. So in order to get 100,000 PV, would you like to buy with this price or this price? The cheapest price, right? Whatever. So, and morning 6, you have 2 different pricing options. If you buy 1 box for $159, you get 100,000 PV. But if you buy 1 box with $80, you get 25,000 PV. So it's up to you. Would you like to spend $159 for the same box, or would you like to spend $80 for the same box? It's up to you. But you get different point value. And good news is this. Starting from January 1st, our free shipping cost is $150. When I started this business 6 years ago, you have to buy $700 to get free shipping. Later, after we got bigger, they lowered to $500. We were like, wow, $500. Now it's better. And later, after we got a little bigger again, they lowered to $350. So we were going wild. Wow, $350 is half. And then later they introduced center program. You could divide the order into many people's and ship it to the same place. Now, introducing $150. This is the biggest change ever we had in America. And plus, we used to buy 4 pieces at the same time to get the cheapest price, like a him or him, but they break everything down into 1 piece. So now if you buy a toner, see, they They upgrade it. They give you 10% more for same price. But it's $17 and you get 5,000 PB. Toner, eye cream, essence, lotion, nutrition cream, they are all $17. Great price and great quality. And you get 5,000 PB each. And BB cream is $9 and 2,500 PB, like that. Every single product you could buy only one piece and you get the cheapest price. So now it's much easier to talk to your friend in Arizona, for example. Let's say you have your friend John in Arizona. Before July 1st, you call, hey John, try this product, it's great product, and let's do this business together. And John log into his account, hey Jason, do I have to buy 4 to get the cheapest price? Yeah, you have to buy 4, you have to like, hey Jason, do I have to buy more than 350 to get free shipping? Yeah. But now you could proudly say to your friend in Arizona, John, hey John, try this. You could just buy one piece, you could get cheapest price. If you just order more than 150, you get free shipping. And you could share with your friends. You buy $100, your friend $50, combine it together, free shipping. Doesn't matter. So much easier, much easier. In the future, we might be lowering these free shipping costs to $50. Who knows? Only way to make it happen is we have to get bigger. So introduce to your friends. We have to make a bigger consumer group in America. So let's dig in how to make a general commission. You have to have 4 different levels that qualification. You have to be qualified to make money, right? But regular network marketing company, you have to be qualified for every single month. That means you have to buy a certain amount of money every single month. But in Atomy, you just get qualified once in your lifetime. Once in your lifetime. These 4 different levels look very complicated, right? You have 2 different ways to become qualified. But don't look at this. Just listen to me. Very simple way is just get 300,000 PB initially, and that's it. Forget about it. 300,000 PB once in your lifetime for your personal PB. Personal PB means you buy your product using your ID. Then you get personal PB. Once you reach 300,000 PB, you don't have to buy anything using your ID. Hey Jason, what do I do after I get 300,000 PB? You buy your product using your partner's ID. So that means you are helping your partner and you're helping yourself because it comes back to you as an income. So somebody's calling me anyway. Just remember, just get 300,000 PB and that's it. Just remember to buy one item in 1 year, right? To make your membership to be active, okay? So, by saying that, you just have to develop 2 different groups like that. And if you get 300,000 PB in each side as your group PB, if you buy your stuff using your partner's ID, that's your group PB. Doesn't matter you buy, your partners buy. If your people in your group, they buy something, that's your group PB. And as soon as you have 300,000 PB in each side, there's no time limit. It could take 30 days or 60 days or 90 days, or it could take a year, doesn't matter. You could save up to 300,000 PB, then you're gonna get around $70 check. This is an everyday check. If you get 300,000 PB from your left side and right side together every day, then you get that kind of income every day. And if you make a group bigger and bigger,